everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing really well. For those of you that are new around here, my name is Hannah and I'm an author from the southeast of England. My first book, number 47, came out last July and is available on Amazon. So if you're into thrillers or a little bit of horror, please check it out and let me know what you think. Thanks. So this video is basically just an update on where I am with my current WIP. So I'm currently working on a project called One Road In. I started it last NaNoWriMo, so last November, and I wanted to give you a bit of an update. I, as you can probably tell from the title, really lost motivation with this. So I got the 50k down, I did about 55,000 words in November, felt pretty good about it, but towards the last week, I'd say, I definitely got into that habit of just kind of writing for the sake of writing. And I wasn't too proud of what I was creating. I kind of knew that it wouldn't make the final cut, so I felt like I was wasting my time and I lost motivation a little bit and I felt like I lost my way. And because I ended Nano on a bit of a weird note, I basically didn't look at my project until the very end of January, just because I kind of couldn't bring myself to do it. And I know why that is. I lost motivation and I started procrastinating, which is kind of the usual thing to do. And I did that because I knew that going back to it would be hard, essentially. I think whenever something gets hard, or whenever you think that there's a chance that you might fail at it, or it might not work out exactly how you want it to, you do tend to procrastinate as like kind of a way to protect yourself. So I completely just blocked it out and was like, I can't look at it right now. I know there's stuff in there that I just want to cut. And I probably end up with about 35,000 words, and seeing as I'm projecting it to be about 85,000 words long, just the thought of like just that uphill battle to get that word count just really put me off. So yeah, pretty much. I wasn't in a particularly good place with it at the end of January, and I decided kind of only really a few days ago, probably about a week ago, that something needed to change, and that I needed to get back onto it, essentially. I need to get back on the horse, only not like that, because I'm very much in a happy relationship, but you know, you get it, whatever. So my plan was to print it off and basically edit it. And I know a lot of people say you shouldn't edit when you're halfway through or whatever, or you know, don't edit whilst you're writing, but actually it's really helping. So I've only edited maybe 12 or so pages so far, and I already feel like I'm invested in the project again. It's nowhere near as bad as I thought it was. I'd really convinced myself at the end of Nano that it just wasn't good and that I would just have to start again. But actually it's really not that bad. Like, some of it I'm really proud of. So yeah, I printed it off and I'm going through it using colour-coded pens, thanks to Dahlia's hint. I'm not nearly as organised as her, but I mean, if you need a hand editing, check out Dahlia's channel. I'll put it up here somewhere, wherever the cards go on these videos. I'll link off to her channel, because honestly, could not recommend any better advice than Dahlia's advice. But anyway, I have started colour coding stuff. I don't really know if you can see it that well, but I'm trying to colour code like different kind of bits of feedback to myself. So at work, I find it really easy to feedback to people and to accept feedback. And it's just kind of what the company I work for, they nurture that kind of conversation in people. So I'm trying to do that to myself, and I think it's working. So I have a green pen, which I've lost. I think it's in this sofa somewhere. A green pen is for adding more, so adding more sentences or detail or whatever. Red is change, so whether that's punctuation, grammar, odd words, whole sentences. Orange is unsure, so if I've got a sentence that I think is kind of clunky or it doesn't quite get the point across, I've just underlined that for now and I'll go back to it later. And then blue is something new. So I've used colours before when I've edited, but I figured I would put blue in to help me out a bit and to be a bit kinder to myself. So the blue pen I use when I really like a sentence and when I'm really proud of it. So it's nice to call that out, and there are a few actually. I really convinced myself that I didn't like what I'd written. So going through it and actually finding bits that I'm really proud of is really helping get me invested in the project again. So this is like the first page, this is a prologue. It's just kind of covered in red really, but there are a couple of bits of blue and quite a lot of orange. But at least I kind of feel like I've got something to work on now. So I'm going to work through that and then basically line up what I've got against my Save the Cat beats that I've worked out, and then work out where to go from there. And something else actually that's really helped get back into sort of the kind of vibe of writing and the energy of writing is something that I feel like I learned on YouTube. So a while ago, a group of us, and Danny from DR Ranger Writing, he organised it, a group of Authortube authors and Danny, there we go, get your words out, did a video where we created like a monster or a fantasy creature, and then you wrote a short piece about your creature. Mine was weird and was about essentially a lot of worms, which sounds disgusting to say out loud, but yeah, it was really, really good fun to do, and actually it really helped get really creative. I'm not much of a drawer. I mean, I can be, but I'm very slow, so drawing anything on camera was just completely out of the question. But when we started that challenge, I thought that I would kind of use it for my WIP at the time, and that I would draw the creature that I have in One Road In, and then write a piece alongside that. But I never got around to it, so I ended up doing the worm thing. So to help get back into the flow of writing One Road In, I thought I would give it another go and basically draw my creature. So I don't want to give too much away because I haven't written it yet. But essentially the creature in One Road In it's kind of not really a creature, more of a, it's kind of hard to explain it. It's kind of a demon or like a demonic force or just like a really negative energy that embodies itself in different ways throughout the book. So at some points it's kind of witchy, and at other points it's basically just a shadow, and at other points it's just a feeling in the room. So yes, essentially. But there is one particular scene on a wooded island, not Ireland. So I had a go at drawing what I wanted the monster to look like. I'm not majorly good at designing stuff. I don't really know what you can see. Also, it's on tracing paper, so it's really thin. But essentially, this was meant to be like a witchy kind of thing that she's meant to be able to, or she or he or they, it doesn't really matter, is meant to be able to like camouflage into their surrounding. My drawing, I think, turned out way too pretty because I want it to be really gnarly and old and like an old tree root and all like scraggly and stuff. But I just can't design that. I know what's in my head, but I can't get it on paper. So I ended up with that. But actually, again, that really helped like get back into the creative flow of writing. So I'm really happy that I did it. Essentially, I just wanted to update everyone, and it's nice to get what I'm thinking out into the open, because I've quite struggled with One Road In actually. I think I was really lucky with number 47, where I deliberately made it very simple. I was really influenced by Anna Gibson's A Doll's House and the idea of it being such a small setting and it being really claustrophobic because there's really nowhere that the characters can go, and they only had each other to kind of grow from and learn from and talk to. Whereas this, it's 2 timelines, there's flashbacks in it, there's about 6 different characters, I've got 2 main characters, there's a monster, which is totally different because number 47 obviously didn't have a monster in the classical sense. So it's just, I feel like I've really stepped it up, but in doing so I've just made it so complicated, so I just need to pare it back and work out what the message of the book actually is and where I want it to go, and basically just get on with it. I just need to get on with it. And this is a really rambly video, which kind of explains the inside of my head actually, quite rambly. So next steps for One Road In, it's just to get on with it. Yeah, that's the theme. I guess I've got a couple of little lessons that I hope I can pass on if there's any authors or writers or whatever out there that feel like maybe they're a bit unmotivated, because this isn't writer's block. Like, I've had the ideas and I know where it needs to go and I've planned it really rigorously. It's just been motivation, which is really irritating because it's a hobby. I don't even want it to be a hobby. This is what I want. Like, writing is what I'm passionate about. So it's irritating to know that I want to carry it on and I want to meet the work out and I want it to be a book and I can really see it working and I'm really passionate about the idea and the themes. But the only thing in the way of me doing that is me. So if you are feeling unmotivated, get some colourful pens, or maybe draw a couple of characters, or just edit some stuff. Like, I know you're not meant to edit until you finish, but sod it. Rules are there to be broken, and editing a few pages has really helped me get back into it. And I'm slightly unsure of how to end this video because I feel like it's just been really rambly. But I hope you've enjoyed this chat. I feel very chatty. I'm gonna go write some more, or maybe do an Authortube tag because they're so rigid and I know when I can end it. But yeah, if you're writing and you're feeling unmotivated and stuck, don't stop, keep going, because the longer you stop, the harder it is to get back into it. There is the lesson. Yeah, odd video. I hope you enjoyed it, or maybe learned something from it, or maybe you didn't, either way. But if you did enjoy this video, please do give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so you can hear about when I've uploaded videos. And I will be back again soon. Bye.